Hi guys, this is a redirect to my reaction to Avatar The Last Airbender episodes 7, 8 and 9. Some very good episodes, but before I talk about my thoughts about the episodes and what these episodes were about, just wanted to say that so I will react to Avatar every Sunday, that's the schedule, but sometimes I might not be able to react on a Sunday, so I might react the following day or somehow make up for it. I might react on a Saturday or a Monday instead, depending on like what happens in my personal life. Sometimes family come around every other weekend, that's the thing. And also uni has started, so I will be busier now, but hopefully I can get one Avatar reaction done every week, so that's 3 episodes per week. Alright, now onto these episodes. So, interesting episode. So we saw the Spirit World episode where a spirit monster is attacking a village that Aang, Katara and Sokka go in and find out that the spirit monster is actually attacking the houses and abducting some of the villagers in that village. So Aang is the only one who can, because he's an avatar, he's the only one that can contact and stop the spirit monster. So he needs to go to the spirit world and actually stop the spirit monster, which is what he did. He had no clue, he had no idea how to do this. For him, it's still a very new thing to be an avatar, and he's got a lot of learning to do. He's also got to master all 4 elements before the summer's end. So this was a 2-part story of the winter solstice. So basically he needs to stop the spirit monster before the winter solstice, and he needs to talk to Master the previous Avatar Roku. He's already dead obviously, but he needs to contact him. But the problem is that Roku is in the Fire Nation, is in a Fire Nation temple in the Fire Nation kingdom. So it's extremely risky, and it was extremely risky. Prince Zuko, like always, is stalking, pursuing the Avatar. God, there are times when I feel like, is he teleporting or something? He just comes out of nowhere and I'm just like, where do you come from? Like, I already know, like, I know he's always pursuing Aang, and he's always very close to Aang, but it just sometimes it just throws me off a bit. I just find it funny. Oh man, Zuko's uncle is just absolutely hilarious. I just love him. I love how like chill he is. Like he's not a controlling type of uncle. He's very much the opposite. He's so like witty and he's just so funny. Like he got kidnapped in the first episode whilst he was bathing, and Prince Zuko was just like, stop bathing, we need to go, we need to find the avatar. And he's such a man. He's a man full of leisure. Like he really enjoys his leisure time, his free time. He's just a lazy uncle, really, but he's funny. I love him. Yeah, and Prince Zuko eventually saved him instead of pursuing the Avatar. But he did pursue Aang a few times in these episodes. I feel like he's just gonna keep doing that, but not actually capture him until maybe at one point. But like Aang will always find a way to escape. So it was extremely risky to get into the fire temple because the fire sages are totally against the avatar now, and so they were attacking Aang when he first came in. But there was one sage who did want to help Aang, which is really good, because if it wasn't for his help, then I don't know how Aang would have got in. I mean, I guess he could still have got in somehow, but like to go through the other entrances though with firebending, and obviously Aang and Katara, they don't know firebending, but the big entrance needed 5 firebenders to open it. So they tricked the the fire sages to open the door by saying that Aang already got in, and that worked. So yeah, brilliant plan. And so Aang finally met Roku, but Roku told him that he needs to master all 4 elements before the summer's end, because he needs to defeat the Fire Lord. So I thought, okay, so is this going to be the finale for this season? Because that's what it seems to be like a big thing, you know, like throughout the season it's Aang's journey to master all the 4 elements, or it could be throughout this whole series. So like, you know, I don't know, but like assuming that it's in arcs instead of like one story for one whole series, I believe it would be multiple stories for multiple arcs. Anyway, so yeah, and then Roku, he destroyed the fire temple. Yeah, so yeah, that's that. And then in the 3rd episode, we saw, so in the 9th episode we saw Katara, Sokka and Aang actually retrieve the waterbending scroll, and the waterbending scroll actually had some poses that it was essential that Aang learned waterbending next, because he needs to learn it in order of elements. And obviously Katara, she really wanted to learn waterbending too, so she first taught Aang what she already knew of waterbending, but she was getting really frustrated by how Aang was taking it in really easily. Like, he already knew how to waterbend, and she was just amazed how fast of a learner he is, because it took her like a couple of months to do those type of waterbending skills. So she was getting frustrated and jealous as well. Understandably, so she stole the waterbending scroll from a pirate ship, these pirate merchants, and the pirates were against them for taking the waterbending scroll. And then Zuko came in, like always. He's always going to pursue Aang one way or another, and he actually, I don't know what this is, but for some reason I thought Zuko was low-key was kind of flirting with Katara. Is it just me, or was that like, it was so low-key, but I was just like, some of his facial expressions were just like, he was smirking, and he was just like, just tell me where the avatar is and I'll let you go. That's what he was saying to Katara. But obviously Katara, she's not going to sell out Aang or Sokka. So she got tied up, and then Sokka and Aang got tied up by the pirates. And Zuko, he wanted to help the pirates by giving them the waterbending scroll, I believe. Yeah, I think that was it. If they can retrieve Aang for him. I think that was the deal that was made. So yeah, but like, even though the pirates were using these smoke bombs, they were all fighting against each other, somehow Sokka actually found the waterbending scroll in the end. So they still have the waterbending scroll, which is really helpful. It will be really helpful for both Katara and Aang, and they both used waterbending to escape the whole scenario from Zuko and the pirates. So that's good. So yeah, some character development, like Katara learning her lesson to like not throw a fit at Aang just because like he's naturally gifted. Yeah, and obviously not to steal, but like they were desperate though, so I don't blame Katara for stealing the waterbending scroll. They really needed to learn it. Alright, what did you think of these episodes? Let me know and stay tuned for more.